Good morning, everybody. This is Brian back with you here at Warning Entertainment, and here to do another film. Um, I don't want to say review because I don't review horror movies. I don't review anything I own, actually, because I mean, I do, but I don't like to turn people away from independent filmmaking. Being in that field for many years, that's how you get your movies out there, and that's how you get known and how you make money so that you can move on to something bigger later. It's a very grueling, tough business, but you'll find that, especially in horror, filmmakers in the independent area are very passionate about what they do. They're not just making movies to make money. It's not like the big budget studios. They're in it for the money. That's why they don't do anything original anymore. They just remake stuff, and like Netflix with Little House on the Prairie. They do things because they think they're going to make money. They don't do things because they're passionate about it. Independent filmmakers, on the other hand, are passionate, and they make good movies because they love what they do and they love the genre. So anyway, VHS Halloween is the next film I want to talk about, and this is the latest in the VHS franchise. These are wraparound anthologies and found footage style. So there's 5 shorts with a wraparound story that kind of ties everything together. And this one, of course, is themed after Halloween, the holiday. And so in this film, I had to watch it more than once, and it's a little confusing, but once you get it, and then I watched it with the commentary, which helps even more because you've got the directors for each segment talking about what their idea was and what's going on, and you kind of get a better picture of what's going on. And then when you watch it again, you've got you understand it. The wraparound is very interesting. It's based on a corporate greed type of a theme, where a corporation and this mad scientist are experimenting with a soda. And what they're trying to do is make a soda so addictive that people can't help but buy it. So they make billions of dollars. That's the whole purpose. Now, the director of this actually took this idea from Ghostbusters 2, where you have this liquid sludge, glowing goo or whatever that has the ghosts in it in the Ghostbusters film. And this is a similar idea where he takes the soda, and they figured out a way. Now, they don't show you how they do it, but in the wraparound, they take the soda itself and somehow possess it with demonic spirits. And so you're basically have a possessed soda in a can. And what they're trying to do is make it to where when you drink it, you get possessed, and then you have to buy the product. Well, it doesn't work very well. Each time that they bring in test subjects who are paid volunteers to test the soda, not knowing what it really is, they just think they're testing it for flavor and so on. And each time they bring in a subject to test it, it goes horribly wrong, and it's a gory, crazy thing. So after every segment, after every short, you go back to the wraparound segment, and you get another test subject, and something different happens each time. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of practical gore, tons of blood. I mean, it's a fun watch. They went to a lot of effort on that. The first story is called Coochie Coochie Coo, and this is a weird one. A woman who is pregnant commits suicide in a house, and she comes back as this embodiment. Somehow or another, she's in a body that's deformed with several breasts. And she's in the house, and she's decorated the house to make it look like a walk-through haunted house. Now, again, we're talking about the Halloween holiday here. And So people are attracted to it. Kids mostly, these two girls who'd been drinking all night and having fun partying decide they're going to go through the house. There's nobody outside telling them to come on in or anything like that. They just automatically walk in, and they get trapped inside. And basically what this multi-breasted weird lady is doing is she's turning everybody into these mindless adult babies, and so that she has a big family. It is just weird. There's a lot of good practical effects, great makeup, a lot of deformed people and stuff. It's really weird. It is a weird segment, but it is fun. The next one is called As Above, So Below, which was done by, it was Paco. Paco Plaza is the same guy who did the Wreck film. Did this one, and it's basically a kind of a crime drama type thing where they go in, they take the criminal into a house where a crime scene had occurred, and this guy is going to tell them how everything happened or whatever, and there's a phone that's disconnected on the table that has all kinds of encryptions on it, like demonic imagery or whatever you want to call it, symbols. And when you pick phone up, when it rings, it kind of reminds me of the phone, the black phone. When you pick the phone up, it automatically releases demonic spirits. So again, we're dealing with possession again, and then we end up with this big possession deal, and it's a lot of fun. That's what I love about anthologies, is because you get to the point quick. You know, you're not waiting around for a whole lot of character development or anything like that. It just gets right to business. The next one was called Family Size. This one was hilarious. I loved it. It's basically this mascot who wears a smiley face type mask. And what he's doing is he's trapping people. He puts a bowl of candy out in front of his house. And when people come by, it says, take one. They put their hand in to get a candy, and all the candies are like off-brand. They're like different weird brands that nobody's heard of, and they're eating it, and oh, it's delicious, you know. And pretty soon they get sucked into this bowl of candy, which was an amazing, a really amazing gag they did on this, because the table doesn't have anything underneath it, but the person is going right into this bowl, which is funny. And they end up getting sucked in, and they wake up in this warehouse type of a manufacturing plant. Then this mascot, known as Fun Size, is basically turning people into candy. So he's turning body parts, chopping people up. He puts them on a conveyor belt. They go through this chopping machine, and then they get all of their body parts covered in chocolate. And it's a weird one, but it's gory, full of body parts, and just tons of blood as usual. Home Haunt was the final one, which deals with a dad who's basically has a haunted house in his front yard that he sets up, but he's playing this record that's called Symphony of the Damned, and when you play the record, it basically is an incantation to cause demonic possession of all of the props. And all of the Halloween props that are in the haunted house come to life, basically, and start killing off everybody. This is a fun watch. I really enjoyed it. I recommend VHS Halloween. I've also got the trailer for you, so you can watch that. All right, guys, that's the first film that I've got for you. Very fun. And we'll see you on the next one.
This Halloween, Shudder invites you to experience the 6 spookiest, ookiest stories that will make you laugh until you scream. It's a spooktacular anthology the whole family can enjoy.
You creepy little freak! I hope you die!
Silver's creeping and crawling.